Hi, and welcome to another bedtime story with Aunt Kitty. Tonight we're reading Billy's Balloon Ride by Reiner Zimnick. Billy was a little boy who had many toys. He had a hobby horse, a teddy bear, two fire engines, a saxophone, five drums, that's a lot of drums, and two puppets. Billy also had a new bicycle to ride and a little pedal car to drive. But Billy wasn't satisfied, even with all these toys. In fact, he often just left them scattered around the yard. He would stare up at the sky because he had something else on his mind. He wanted to fly. At night, he would dream that he had great wings. He would soar above his house, over hills and valleys, and on up to the moon. And Billy would shout back to Earth how wonderful it was to fly. But unfortunately, he would always wake up and find that he had never left his bed. One day, however, his Uncle Bob and Aunt Mary stopped for a visit. They brought Billy a balloon. But Billy let go of the string and the balloon floated into the sky. Everyone was upset except Billy. He smiled and jumped up and down. "I have a great idea," he shouted. "Tomorrow I'll be able to fly." The next day he took all the money he had saved and went to town. He found a balloon man and showed him the money. "How many balloons can I buy with this?" "6," the man told him. "That should be enough," Billy said. Billy rushed home and climbed to the roof. He looked up at the sky. He was excited. "Now I'll be able to fly." Then with his balloons he leaped from the roof. But instead of soaring up, he went straight down, landing with a terrible thud. Billy broke his leg, but even that did not change his mind about flying. He bought more balloons with his allowance each week, but the air kept going out of them. Then he had another idea. He wrote to everyone who was coming to his birthday party and asked them to bring balloons instead of presents. And balloons they brought, hundreds it seemed, and Billy was very happy. That night, Billy tied all the balloons to his bed. Tomorrow he would take them outside and this time really fly. But he was no sooner asleep than the bed began to rise. Up it went and crashed right through the roof. Billy's parents and his aunts and uncles ran outside. They screamed and yelled when they saw Billy afloat in the sky. The fire department came and put up their tallest ladder. It was too late. Billy was too high to reach. Oh no. Billy awoke and he looked down. The city lights looked like giant strings of pearls and jewels of every kind were far below him. He realized he wasn't dreaming. He was truly flying. The next morning, he could see the buildings in the towns and villages that he was flying over. He could even see the sea, and everything looked like little toys from where he was. But Billy was not afraid. On the contrary, he was having a wonderful time. Billy's parents were not happy. They followed him all the way out into the country. His father shouted, "Don't move, just hang on tightly. We'll have you rescued soon." But the parents really had no idea how to get Billy safely back to Earth. They went to the police, who decided on an ingenious plan. They wrote hundreds and hundreds of letters, all with the same message. The police put the letters in a sack and then raced out to a waiting helicopter. Wonder what they put on the note. They flew over Billy and scattered the letters throughout the sky. The police hoped that one of the letters would land on Billy's bed. One did, and Billy read it. Dear Billy, here's our plan. Let one balloon at a time go from each end of the bed. That way you will slowly come down to a soft and safe landing. Billy wasn't sure it was such a good idea. Maybe when too many balloons are let go, I'll plunge straight down like a stone. He remembered his fall from the roof, and besides, he liked flying. So he thought he would just stay where he was. When he got hungry, however, Billy decided he had better come down. So he followed the plan that the police had dropped to him. And just as they had said, he landed softly and safely. Everyone was happy to see him. Billy shouted, "I'm back, but I flew! I really flew!" Then Billy's parents packed up the bed and started off for home. Billy looked at the helicopter above and smiled. One of these days, I'll be up there again, he thought to himself. The end. I hope you enjoyed another bedtime story with Aunt Kitty and that you come back and watch another video with us. Good night, sleep tight, bye-bye.